So if Dave's doing it to one person, you're doing it to a whole company.
Dave does front end work though too. You know? You can't even get in without Dave building it. You know?
Me and John are both framers. You know, I frame houses. John frames work. Framework.
I frame criminals. Oh Lord.
Dave, I posted like a video for my construction peeps, like my client, and it's going viral, and it's all like gay jokes that are people. It's pretty.
It sounds like funny. Christian just exposed the industry.
Oh, I do. Like
days.
I was telling them they're getting so many, like they're like 1.2 million views now, and they're getting a bunch of followers. I'm like, dude, I could probably get you some branding deals, maybe with like, you know, you guys be influenced, like get you a deal with like Ryobi, you know, to like market to their gay demographic, you know, like you guys are blowing up.
What is it? It's construction workers just recording themselves, or what is the angle?
I'll post the video.
Brady just wants to see construction work on the job.
No, I probably have seen 400,000 of these videos. I'm curious what format they're using. My algorithm is the one that they pop up on.
Yeah, I need Brittany to send me some more stuff on Instagram. Yeah, you guys
I want to
ruin my algorithm. I need to go back to gay.
Send me all your stuff. Alright, to the top.
It's definitely pretty faggy.
The top vote is the best.
I know, not the only thing getting nailed by the looks of it. Listen, I tell you, if they lean into it, it'll take their follower count up through the roof, but it will not take their customer count up much at all.
It's just so funny because like all the people tagging is just like tagging their
gay boyfriends,
like, co-worker that they're like
their friend
like, they think it's gay. You know, like yeah, there's people that are just like, this is you and you know, it's like Dave and his coworker.
The problem is you can't really tag Dave on Instagram. You have to use Grindr if you're gonna date him.
It is crazy though, the amount of views gay baiting can get you if you do it right.
That's not even a post. That's a post on a trial reel too. That's like literally not even one on their feed.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it doesn't take much.
Yeah,
it doesn't take much.
They have a lot of like, if you look through their content, like there's a lot of like kind of like gay content, and it always does well.
Yeah. Because the thing is, with gay content, like, bitches like to see it just as much as the gays.
Dan, get off Clubhouse and reply to my text message. I should know better. I should text your wife. That's what I need.
Yeah.
You need something done?
That's text your wife actually right now, too, about setting up an
text your
appointment.
wife, Dan.
I think I did. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about here.
I'm trying to spend a lot of monies, but less with you than the other people.
Okay, hold on. I'm sending this off. This looks like a CNC thing, so let me send it off to the CNC people.
There's two things. There's the necklace and the ring.
Yeah,
that's CNC diamonds.
Is that just a 3-second clip?
Like,
It's like 5.
Yeah, it's just that scene. Because I'm watching on web, because I didn't know if it cut it off.
No, it's short.
Well, it's short now that they cut it off.
Alright, Chris, you ready?
To put some nails on?
No, the nail into the back end work.
Do you have a Tesla, Dan?
I think they're about. Yeah, he definitely does. But are they about to play chess
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
the construction game?
How do you know I have a Tesla?
because I heard the turning from the yoke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that noise is very distinct. But also, you came to my my Airbnb in the Tesla. That's how I knew.
Oh. And I remember having a Tesla convo with Brittany maybe 14 times the last 4 years.
Dude, I miss my Tesla. I mean, low key, I miss my Tesla.
You know, after having the full FSD for years, it's starting to almost be able to pick me up in front of Lifetime when it's freezing outside. It's almost getting there.
You have an older model?
I have a 2022.
Okay.
But I've had the FSD for like the last fucking 3 editions, and it can't even pick me up in front of the gym.
Do you have hardware 3 or hardware 4?
It's not worth that risk, Dan. Having that car like the summon mode, because it's been out for years. And the first time I used it, it was pouring rain, and it just wouldn't stop at Home Depot, where there's like 10 cars in the lot. But the thing is, I had to do summon, and it like barely got to me. And then this Mexican grandmother like saw the car with no driver in it, and this lady damn near had a heart attack. She's like, "Ay, Dios mío." She was like, "What is going on?"
It just sucks, though. Like, it just sucks. It's just not good. How do I find out which version of hardware I have?
The 2022 model, I don't think they had hardware 4 out yet. So it probably is hardware 3.
But god damn, it just, like maybe out of 20 tries, one will actually come pick me up in the front.
See, that is crazy. I mean, like, listen, I literally test drove one the other day, and we went for a 20-minute ride, and I didn't touch the steering wheel not one time.
So it's very good, like the self-driving. The Summon is not that good, in my opinion.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the self-driving has been good for quite a while, but man,
It's crazy that it wouldn't be the same.
Self-driving versus summon.
The same.
At any point as the self-driving, you take over as a driver at any point. With the summon, it literally is like a toddler running through through like a parking lot, and you're like, wait a second, this might run into other things, and I can't do anything to stop it. Like, it's a different like level of risk.
It definitely is a different level of risk, but it should be the same technology.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying, like, the perception and sort of the ability to intercede.
Oh, yeah, no.
Or intervene. And I only did it that one time, and honestly, it was just because I had 2 kids at Home Depot, and it was like it was a type of rain where if you just go 10 steps in, you're going to be, like, drenched.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I don't know, I'm considering purchasing one, but...
But Brittany, I promise you, like if you use the full FSD, it will put you in places where you will die if you're not paying attention.
Listen, my car has a terrible any sort of like driving anything, and I still find myself being irresponsible. So it's fine. I don't depend on it to drive me. I will definitely continue to watch, but I will take advantage of it the 99% of the time that it functions correctly.
You guys watched a new show about Uber, the startup?
No. What's it on?
I fucking like it, man. It's called, I don't know, I just bought it on Apple TV. I don't know if it's actually by Apple. No, it's probably not by Apple TV because I bought it there. It's about Travis building Uber. Fuck, bro, what a great show. Super Pumped, that's what it's called, Super Pumped.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you really rewind, like, how the hell did they beat that crazy taxi lobby? This was like a problem, huh?
I mean, yeah, there was, some states were, putting them through the ringer, but others didn't really seem to care.
Yeah, they built actually a software, so
They're profitable now? Or, because I know for a long time they were not profitable, so are they profitable yet?
I think they've been now for a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But dude, the politics, like Portland was the biggest problem for them, and they actually built a different, like Travis is a savage.
They basically went through and did a bunch of like community building, like Barack Obama, to basically get cities to like bend the knee
Yes.
after getting citizens to like vote them out.
That's exactly what they had to do. But
By the way, the Scientologists did this to a more extreme sense to get their church status, so they wouldn't have to pay taxes anymore. Just as similar.
they actually like scanned the politicians. So Portland hired a whole bunch of government workers to get in there and just start writing out cabs and towing cars. So they figured out which politicians had the app, and they would give them another version where it looked like the Uber was coming. Like they were spying on everyone. They were watching the drivers through the camera. Like, bro, this guy was doing some savage shit. But I fucking love it. Like, he just had to do what he had to do.
What's his name again? Travis something?
Yeah, Travis. And like every typical savage psychopath, he had a girl through all the thick and thin. And then as he got to the billions, just met like the most beautiful violinist and just kicked his girl to the curb. He literally told her like, "I just don't got it, man. I need more. Bye." And kicked her out of her own house.
Well, shit.
Went into Google Ventures.
Watch that.
Yeah, had a meeting with Larry Page. That's a fucking good scene. The Larry Page meeting. Google never did a investment more than 100 million and never would. And he's like 250, and that's it. Like, didn't give a fuck, and Google actually bent the knee, give him this 250. He was supposed to own Lyft. He literally had the deal done. And his ego took over in the boardroom and just sabotaged the entire deal.
Okay. So they hit profitability in 23.
But they were growing, right? Like,
Yeah,
they were literally, they're just like, another 10 cities, another 10 cities, another 10 cities.
See, Dan, I don't want to distract, but I actually think like a lot of the I'm strategizing our model for the massage business I built. It's like I think it'd be really similar to Uber. Like it took you a while to download Uber and use it for the first time, and you were kind of weirded out by this concept of like it was just like a regular car to come get you. And at first it was like these black cars, right? But once you used the Uber, you basically never really went back to cabs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'll have the same trajectory, but like 9 out of 10 people who use these escape pods use it more than once. Like they basically come back and they have like a greater than 90% conversion and satisfaction rate. So I feel like I'm gonna wind up losing a bunch of money for these first few years, the way Uber did, but like you need to become more and more ubiquitous and more people like convert, and then the market's bigger, even as like more and more machines kind of come into various geographies. So I actually think it'll have like a similar trajectory, like a similar kind of consumer habit changing pattern, which is really expensive. And it's what took Uber so long to be profitable.
Yeah, he just had the one VC from Benchmark that he just like did anything he wanted, like anything he wanted. Like, we're out of money again. I need 50 million. We're out of money again. 50 million. We're out of money again.
I mean, if you're growing enough and you're losing money, well, I mean, Amazon had this problem for almost 2 decades, right? They were losing money, but they were growing so significantly. Well, something like that, it does really take a lot of capital investment to build the market, to change the habits, to kind of meet. And it's even more difficult with what Uber's doing. Because Uber has to create the marketplace, right? So it's not only that you have to have the demand for the product, but you have to have the drivers and the people there at the same time. Because if you don't have enough drivers, then people are just going to go back to cabs, right? And if you have, too many drivers and not enough people, then those people are going to go back to driving cabs. So you kind of have to like mish and sort of like meet the demand and the supply at an intersection, which is it's a really difficult challenge. They did great, man. Hey, Lennon.
Yeah, that regular Joe Blow driving a cab, that's the only reason Lyft even caught up to them, because they were so against that. The other co-founder, Travis,
they had to wind up ultimately reversing on that, right? Because you could wind up using the cab.
Yeah, but the other co-founder was like, that's not what we planned. We want luxury. And the guy from Benchmark's like, listen, I think you're going to be shocked how many people are going to choose this option. The cabs actually tried to get the software. So as they were trying to shut them down,
actually cab services. If you went to San Francisco, there was this big push in San Francisco. Yeah, there was this big push in San Francisco I forget the name of the app, and it was starting to get a lot of traction. And part of the narrative was just because like they weren't insured, but like cabs were insured or something like that. Or the individual drivers didn't have like a commercial policy, but rather just an individual policy.
Yeah, but there was a lot of ethics issues when he kicked his ass out, right, from CEO, because he was a
Hey,
savage.
don't lie to me. He was at Epstein Island too. Don't lie.
He's definitely a type that seems to be at Epstein Island, but just obsessed with power. Like, I wonder how his new venture is going.
Dude,
Ghost Kitchens.
you need to be a psychopath like that for a business like that. To be honest with you.
Of course, of course.
I would have not done well with a business like that. There's like many morality, plays.
They always had that one stat when they would convert a town of DUI deaths. And they're like, yes, there's cabs where people are not willing to pay that number. They want to pay this number. And every time Uber came, the DUI deaths would drop significantly. And like, they just didn't have a choice. Other than the fact that the people wanted the service too, right? Uber decreased DUI deaths significantly in most cities.
Try to spell it. Try to. What does it sound like? Duh. Right, so we know the first. Well, don't we need an N for Dan?
Hey, John.
What up, dude?
Hey, you don't happen to have Snapchat by chance, do you? Just out of curiosity.
I do, but I haven't been on there for ages.
Okay. Well, the reason why I asked is because, like, how that's set up, like, you know how you kind of randomly get, like, people you don't even know.
It's probably me. It says something like framework. It's something about framework.
Okay. So, you ever come across these overly confident, extremely fat women that are just wearing skimpy shit?
I've never really. I haven't been on.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be Snapchat. It could be any other place. But you just ever come across these women? Like, they're just extremely confident
really.
wearing the skimpy. Dude.
They're not confident enough to talk to me.
It's just, I don't know. I figured you would have seen that at least once in your life. But extremely obese. Oh, yeah, dude.
You know, there's one time at my old gym, at my bougie gym, there was this one chick, I can't remember exactly, but she was like a plus size model. She was always recording, and then they finally were like, you know, you can't record in this gym anymore, because there's just like a bunch of like, you know, it's not like Lifetime or whatever, Equinox, like it was like, you know, the rich people gym, and like the rich guys, you know, this rich 65-year-old guy is not trying to be on somebody's like, some fat chicks plus models recording. So anyway, I know her. She was pretty confident because she was posting stuff on the internet, and she had 44 rolls on each side, you know. And so that's the only one that comes to mind, man. I haven't had too many. I mean, I think I do a good job of, you know, distancing myself from the bigums. Ask Dave though. He's more into fat people than I am.
Yeah, I know, right?
He might be your
It's
guy.
funny, like, these women are so overly confident. Like, if you'll be walking, like, for example, you go to Walmart, that's right? And so you walk up and you see, like, one of these women, and you just make a comment. It's just like, yeah, right, hey, fuck this pussy. It's like, what? You're extremely confident.
Yeah, man. I'm not. I think we live two different lives, Richter. Yeah. I don't even know where the closest Walmart is to me, if I'm being honest.
Oh, man.
If we have Walmart in the city, actually, I don't know if we have Walmart inside Chicago. I mean, I think it's like in the suburbs or something like that, but I don't think we actually have it in the city. What are you two arguing about back there? Don't you guys like each other, or do you guys just argue all night?
Oh, you pussy, Dave.
You damn Chris. I should have done that a while ago. I kept letting you go. You
I was like, at the point, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get a queen so I can fucking end this.
I think you did miss a checkmate, but
I guess I'll go around this way because you guys are terrible drivers. I don't realize there's 2 lanes there, and that guy doesn't know how to park. Holy good God. This is why we gotta go to the next floor area. These people are terrible drivers.
topic, bro?
Oh, they were talking about squash. That was me. Years ago when I won. I got second, I think, in the squash champs.
That game's a lot of cardio, man. Squash. I was surprised when I played.
But so I used to play. I loved it. And then when I moved from Burlington to like Beamsville, there's no squash courts like within like 40 minutes or so of me. So then I was just at like the YMCA, and I saw some people playing pickleball. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, oh, let's try this sport out. And I went to like Canadian Tire. So I went and looked at the rules. And then I went to Canadian Tire, picked up a paddle. And then the next day I went to play. And yeah, the rest is history.
Dude, I locked my safe yesterday. What a fucking disaster, man. Like, I fucked it up. Well, it wasn't even me, it was my guy, but I called the safe company.
What do you mean you locked your safe? Like you locked yourself out?
Yeah, man, it was like disaster, bro. And then the safe guy.
How do you lock yourself out? Is it a key safe or a combination safe?
It's both. It's a combination with a key.
Yeah.
And it's so we pretty much just kept it like when you get to the fourth number, it presses in and then you turn the key. So it's actually very complicated. It was taking fucking my guys like sometimes half an hour to open this thing. So we just kept it on 0, and we would lock with the key and just take the key because you can't open it. And he accidentally hit the knob to turn it. And just a fucking disaster, bro.
Why?
So when I got
to the combination and the key?
Yeah, when I got the safe guy to come in and change the code. Now so we literally haven't used the key the combination for a year. And then I realized the code that we wrote in was the old code, so we literally didn't even have a code to it. And the only thing we could do is there's like a drilling process to get into the safe. But that's like the safe is too heavy. They had to bring in a crew to tip. I don't know, fuck a bunch of bullshit. They brought in some guy that cracks safes from their company. And literally, this guy just to listen to your heartbeat. I forgot the name of that device, but
Yeah, stethoscope.
he put that on, and for like 90 minutes, he kept trying to get the numbers. And he was able to get the second, third, and then the first. I kind of knew what the first one was, just judging by the last two.
Wait, wouldn't he have to get them in order?
Yeah, so he actually knew them in order. Like,
but wouldn't he have to get number 1 to figure out number 2?
I guess not.
Yeah.
He figured out 2, he figured out 3, 4 is always a 0. But he could not figure out the first one. And, yeah. But it was like, dude, I've never seen anything like...
Then you only have 9 tries, right? Like, once you know the second, third, and fourth number, you know...
But like, my save goes to 99. It goes to... It's one of those safes that goes up to...
Oh, okay, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, man. It was actually kind of crazy, though. I was like, damn, bro. How many calls for the mafia do you get?
100 tries you could probably do in like an hour, no?
Yeah. But luckily when he found the 2, I knew the first one, right?
Okay. Oh, that's good.
But it was nuts, man. And what do you think he charged for that? He was there all together 3 hours.
Probably at least $1,000, no?
Yeah, 1,200.
Yeah. Like, you kind of got a bill for a day's work because you can't really book around it because you don't know how long it'll take, right?
Exactly. The worst part is I had people coming in for stuff, but their stuff's in the safe. So it's like, I'm so sorry. It's like, show up, what's the fire? Show up to work, what's the fire to put out today? What's the fire? What's the fire?
Do you think should I just for the ringside thing? Should I and like the order like custom band? Should I just go in there? Like, oh, he's on the phone.
Oh. No, Shine's going. Just whatever Shine tells you to do, bro. I'm pretty sure you just gotta come in this 2 seconds because we had it the other day.
Good.
Oh, Chris, I just opened up my brand new 6-foot Stabila level.
Looking good.
Oh yeah.
What's the
Thanks.
material? Like fiberglass?
No. There's steel. Somebody drove over mine at the Zoom boom. There one. We don't use levels much for like leveling anymore. We use them a lot for lasers, but they are handy still, and they're great for straight edges, right? But like, fucking $300 for it, like it's crazy.
I was gonna buy this thing called the Jewel Light. It's like $1,800 each, and obviously you need a whole bunch of them. So I'm like, let me just try a couple alternatives from Alibaba. The first two were like trash, and then the third one was better than the Jewel Light. I was like, yes, W. So now I paid 75 US instead of the 1,800.
winter night?
Not really. I fell back asleep after like 3 minutes and then something up 2 hours.
Nice. Felt a little bit bad. I should have maybe just closed the room. Maybe Jeff's up, maybe. This is Saturday, but fuck. Yo, Chris, you getting up at 8:10 to watch the game?
Yeah, probably. I figure out where to watch it.
You're not just gonna watch it at home?
I don't have cable.
You can just download CBC Gem for free and get it all. It's an app.
Yeah.
Olympics are free on that app, eh?
I don't really care.
No, I'm just saying. It's kind of cool. Like, my wife got it, and then you can go back and watch, like, or you can click on, like, what sports you want to watch, like, the biathlon or the bobsled, and then it has all the, you know, all the sessions up. You can click on, okay, semifinals, or, oh, want to watch the prelim, whatever, right? Finals. So you can kind of watch the finals of all the sports, whatever's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they even have it like medal, like the category you can search for like medal, or like, so it's only for when there's medals being handed out.
You see the interaction between Team Canada and Team USA
No,
with the fans after?
no. But, like, with the women's?
No, the men after they win, they're like high-fiving everyone. You know, in the crowd, and then the USA, no, a single hand high five.
Like, was nobody cheering for the? Like,
No,
was there a lot of
their fans are trying to there's American fans there trying to get a high five, you know?
Well, the Canada game was a lot more exciting, right? A close game. Whereas when you win 5-1, it's kind of like everyone's kind of over it maybe a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think America is that well loved globally right now. Like, people I didn't think would ever give up on Trump, or giving up on Trump and America.
So did the tariffs get reversed or not?
I don't know, and I don't know anybody that actually knows. Like, everybody's confused because Trump said there's going to be an additional 10% tariff. Now, some people from the White House are saying it's 10% only, but Trump was saying it's on top of it. If I ask Grok, it says it's on top, but other people I'm saying hearing are saying no, it's just 10%. So I don't know. But it would be weird to say I'm going to do 10% on top of everything. Like, after you negotiated deals, you're mad at your own court, and you're just going to add 10% to everybody else. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like, it just. I feel like people can handle 10%, whatever, right? Like, a lot of products go up 10% and it doesn't really matter a ton. But, like, these, like, 80% tariffs and shit like that are, like, impossible for businesses to deal with. But my one brother, he's like a hardcore Trumper, and he always is kind of annoyed at me because I'm like, I don't know, don't put your trust in this dude. Like, yeah, you might like some of the things he says, but he is not who you think he is. And even he this morning swung by and was talking to me, and he's like, yeah, fucking bullshit. He's also convinced they're just covering up Epstein's stuff.
And is your young brother?
You're gonna have to be more specific. I had 3 of them.
I thought you only have 3 brothers?
Yeah, 3 brothers, 3 sisters.
How many of them have Clubhouse?
None. Brother-in-law, maybe. Chris, you got time for one more game?
Yeah.
Did I win the last one or not? I forget now.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah. I'm ready when you are.
Did you get it?
No, I'll send you one.
Oh, no, it's got me in it with you.
Okay, now I'm in it. Yeah, with you. I'm white. I lose my pawn so many times on that move. I'm gonna kick queen so many times on that move.
Yo, Christian, when's the funeral?
May 2nd.
Oh, let's go. You're gonna practice making some babies, man?
Guess so. Probably wait a couple months.
Oh, y'all talking about kids already? How many does she want? How many you want?
Probably 2.
All right. Cool, man. Did you send your ex invitation to the wedding? To get moves.
mistakes.
Sometimes people just want the most ridiculous things and they have no idea of the cost. I sent you a photo, Chris. Somebody wants this for their kayaks, but I guarantee you they're gonna think it's a $300 thing.
Oh yeah.
You know? But they're like, oh, that's gonna be a couple grand at least. And they'll have no idea. They'll be shocked.
Yeah. No, that's in lumber that's $300.
More. But yeah.
I guess there's a 2x6s on top, eh? It's all cedar too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they don't get it.
They have no idea.
Just even you talking, planning, and whatever, like that's $300. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, for me to go do that up north at your cottage, like, yeah, I could build it here and just bring it up or whatever, but like, that delivery alone is going to cost more than that.
Yeah.
But people are just clueless about the cost of things.
I find it amazing how many people like waste all your time.
Yeah.
And then they have no money for any of it. They're like, oh, well, yeah, sorry, it's just not a budget right now. Like, what was your budget? Like,
oftentimes I ask people now before I even go look into it, like, what's your budget? But people think like you're trying to rip them off when you ask that too. That you just want to see how much I'm willing to spend. It's like, no, like, I want to know like what your kind of expectations are because it's not worth my time.
yeah. No, it's definitely.
Congratulations. It's your clubhouse birthday, bro. Congrats.
Holly, you look very nice today.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It means a lot coming from you. You know, it's crazy to think about. Donald Trump was almost assassinated only 2 years ago. Doesn't that feel like it was like fucking 10 years ago? Like, how come time is like moving so fast? That feels like ancient history to me at this point. Charlie Kirk hasn't even been dead for a year.
That also feels like yesterday.
To me, it feels like it happened like a decade ago. You know?
That is incredible how that it was at. It feels like forever ago.
Doesn't it feel like a long time ago?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the information age or something, but it just feels like things are just fucking barreling past. You know what I was thinking? I did a little bit of like a social media detox the last few days. Like, I've come on Clubhouse, but I really haven't been on like Twitter or anything. And I started to feel my brain reset a little bit. And I was just thinking about like, do you remember in the 90s or the early 2000s how you would just go days without anything really happening? Like, just days and days. And then maybe you'd read a fucking Newsweek or something and pick up the week's events, and you'd be like, oh yeah, some shit happened. Well, there you go. You know? It was nice. That's my point. It was nice. I want to go back to it.
You gotta remember that, like, everything's moving so fast with the Trump administration, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's really different than other administrations.
Extremely fast. Because they know that they have to push the pace. There's no other way to do it.
They're gonna be fucked if the midterms are bad.
They're going to be bad.
You change your mind every 2 weeks, so.
I do. But right now they're looking, but again, that's the political climate we live in.
As I keep saying, it doesn't matter what they look like now.
That's true. And I do change my mind a lot.
If we win a war with Iran in 2 weeks and have almost no casualties, I mean, think about that.
Yeah. I still don't. The big problem with it for the MAGA crowd is that it's not really what the fuck we voted for at all. Well, listen, you know what I'm saying, which is that everybody voted for domestic issues. The domestic issues seem to be back burner to the geopolitical issues. At least that's the felt, reality for people.
Yeah, but like if geopolitical issues come up, you have to deal with them. So if we're about to go to war and Trump is able to like keep it down to 2 or 3 weeks and no casualties, like come on, like that's pretty amazing.
It is good. Yeah.
Especially if like we're all air campaigns. Force the Israelis to go in on the ground.
I mean, again, it's good, but would I rather see a CEO who hired illegal aliens perp walked? Yes, absolutely.
I don't like that.
I love that.
Yeah, I don't. Because like the problem with that is there are these industries where the only way to have competed for the last 20 years is to have participate.
I know. I'm not saying you need to perp walk every CEO, but you need to put people on notice. You need to create a chilly environment.
Mm-hmm.
And there's got to be, come on, in all of America, there's one person out there who's just a real piece of shit about this stuff.
Why don't we just fucking perp walk all the women who hired like illegals for their like toilet cleaning?
Sure. Perp walk them too.
They're the ones that are the problem. All the left-wing women screaming about illegals.
It's a problem that's intractable because no one's going to solve it. It requires too much pain to solve, and nobody in America is willing to accept any level of pain. So what's going to happen is your society is going to keep getting flooded with third worlders, and then you won't have a society anymore. So who gives a shit about Iran? That's the point, is like, yeah, okay, great, Iran. We're not going to have a country in 100 years.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So to me, it's like we have real pressing issues that need to get solved, and I could give a fuck what happens elsewhere. I think that's kind of how most of the MAGA base feels.
That's probably true.
Yeah. But, again, it's like, vote for this, you vote for that, you get war with Iran. It's like we could have voted for the Democrats and got war with Iran, I don't know that there's anything particularly special about Trump seems to be rather deft with foreign policy. In fact, it's like the strongest point of both of his administrations, but these policy goals are the same policy goals no matter who's in the chair. It's like you ever heard the expression, no matter who you vote for, you get John McCain?
No, I don't like that.
Yeah. It's like, I was watching like this YouTube video where they're like, what would have happened if Trump had been assassinated in 2024? And the top comment was, believe it or not, war with Iran. It's like, yeah, it would have been war with Iran either way, Trump assassinated or not.
Yeah.
And so my point is, I don't know, man. It's just like, are we actually leaving America to our children?
Oh, no.
Right. So, to me, it's like, I think we just need to endure a shitload of pain and just fix everything that's wrong. Even if that means we all become poor. But that's the thing, that no one's willing to accept that. So, we're going to continue destroying the country. And it seems like this is just all empires. Well, every democracy goes through this too, and then empires go through this. How come no one can stop this goddamn cycle?
Because the leaders are so selfish.
Yeah, and it's perpetual.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what we need is the equivalent of ETFs for governance, now that we have AI. Like, we need to just be like, here's some fucking machine enforceable code, and this is the government, the machine, the code, just like we do with Bitcoin. The code is the government, changing of the code is not allowed, and there is, like, everyone's going to scream about it every time, like when the Bitcoin price goes down, but we shan't be doing any changes, you know? And if it succeeds, great. And if it fails, those were the stakes, you know?
Just load up the Constitution.
Yeah.
It is funny, like, you wonder, like, if you were to load up the Constitution of the AI and then ask it questions, what it would say if it was the only source that it had versus, like, where it, like, tries to do this nuance thing, like, oh, no, gun control is fine.
Right. It would probably tell us things like we can all own nukes, you know?
Right.
Because it has no outside reference. If you, like, put it like this. If we had stuck to a hardliner stance with the U.S. Constitution from the beginning, 250 years ago, we would probably be a much poorer nation today. But we would be a more free nation. You know?
Well, this is the whole thing with the left. They go, the states that take the most money are right-wing states. And I'm like, I bet you if you ask those right-wing states whether they would, like, give up that money,
They would all say, yeah.
like, yes.
Yes. But we also want to run things ourselves, you know? We want to do what we want to do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, the money, by the way, the money, I mean, we've gone over this about how the Democrats have a patronage system and the Republicans don't. And you can see the split once the Democrats figured out how to game the system and the Republicans didn't hold them accountable for it. Like post GFC especially, you can see the split big time.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like every time we put focus on the Middle East, I just think to myself, this country is fucked. Yeah. Because we've been permanently focused on the Middle East now for since Kuwait, and it's like everything at home has gotten worse in that time frame. Also, this is one of my arguments about, like, yes, the United States has money for all these things, but we don't have attention for every single thing. We can't focus on all things. We have a limited, scarce amount of attention as a collective, you know? And so, like, you are to be, you know, overly focused in certain areas. And is the Middle East a good place for us to be overly focused? The answer is fuck no. Like, it doesn't do anything for us. I also used to think, this sounds like I'm really black-pilled today, but fuck it, who cares? I also used to really think that, like, every other American had a sense of, like, what it meant to be an American. And then I found out that basically the entire left doesn't have that, and that all of the foreigners who make up 25% of the country now don't have that. So maybe 1 in every 5 Americans has a civic sense of what it means to be American. Probably less, honestly. Is 1 in 5 enough? No. But hey, we're gonna crush the Ayatollah. So we got that going for us.
prefer custody outside. Already put in. Already put in.
club here. The Houston club. Hey, Richard, what are you working on, man?
Hang on a second, boss.
Yeah, you're working way too hard today.
Hey man, I gotta make up for all. I gotta work extra to give some overtime, man, to make up for all my knockout losses, man.
Shit.
I'm down, man. I'm down and out.
You know the bad thing, right? I don't know if you can hear me okay. I'm at the gym. But Richard, okay, so yeah. So in other words, this NACA deal, what a disaster. I traded down to, so right now it should be trading at 50 cents, right? Without the deal. Because essentially what they did was they doubled the share. So it's trading at 25 cents. It should be trading at 50. So to get back to, the IPO, the investor price is at 112. So basically it's double 50 cents. So if we get a double in Bitcoin, that would assume, say, a 50 cent share price in knockup, because it's at 25 right now, so 100% would be 50%. But if we were at 50 cents, to get back to $1, assuming Bitcoin went back to 120,000, it would be NACA would be trading around $1. But if right now, if Bitcoin goes back to 120K, NACA will be trading at 50 cents, which is still 50%. So essentially what David Bailey did was screw us by 50%, like 50%, like of our possible gains here, at least. This is the bad thing, because this guy, I'm sorry, but I'll put him in the category of a crook.
You should go.
I mean, if he comes into this room, I will say it too. So just bring him in, invite him in. So basically, it makes it damn near impossible for everybody to get back to even, is what I'm pointing at. See, if he would have done this deal, it would have been fairly much more simple to get shareholders back even, to the 112 price, the investor, where that's where it should be, right? Like a 112, that's where everybody got their shares.
Can we get it back up to $5.15 where I'm at?
Well, that's the even bigger deal. Like, that's the embarrassment of the whole thing, that he's doing the deal. He should keep it private. He's already made millions on the deal, on the Nakamoto deal. So how much do you need, bro? Like, you're diluting shareholders by 166%. This guy is a clown, man. This is like no way to do investors. I mean, the reason I'm upset is because I don't think a lot of CEOs would have done this deal, even though it was pre-planned. But a lot of things were pre-planned also. Bitcoin was pre-planned to go up and, or stay stable. And so the deal kind of would have made sense at a higher price, but it really makes 0 cents at 20 cents. The stock's traded down. So the stock, without him doing that, the stock would right now be trading 100% higher of what it's trading at now. It would be trading at 50 cents if so. Essentially, what he's doing is really just halving. Go for it. He's halving the losses. You know, he's pretty much giving you a 50% loss when he doubled the shares like that. He's essentially saying, everybody, I'm taking 50% of your money. F you. I don't think people realize that. I don't think they realize that, so they're not as vocal. You know, they're not calling them out as much because.
Or is it because there's nothing anyone can do? You know, that happened to me one time. I invested this company and the stock went up, and I had not been following it, and when I checked on it, I noticed the stock went up, but then my value was down. I'm like, wait a minute, and then I realized that they merged it, right? Like for two, they do one. But I think people realize that.
I've had quite a few stocks that have gone to zero. But yeah, no, you're exactly right. But I think, you know, I think it's almost like he's preying on shareholders saying, hey, you're going to take this 50% loss, or 66%, whatever it is, and you just deal with it. You know, it would have been fairly easy to get his investors whole, if you want to call it whole, and that's just at a $1 stock price. So essentially, right now, the stock would, like, Bitcoin would have to go to get for it, but just the pipe investors to get even, it would have to go. Bitcoin would have to move like a 400%. I'll do the calculations, but it's when 400% move to get investors back to even. When he could have not done the deal, kept it private, and said, okay, investors, we're going to wait for a better price. We're going to do this when it's back up, when Bitcoin's back over 100,000, and we can revise the deal. We'll, get the attorneys to revise the paperwork, everything. We're not going to do the deal right now because I'm protecting shareholders. And no, he didn't do that. He basically said, screw the shareholders, I'm giving you a 50% loss right now. And that's exactly what happened. So for investors right now to get the whole, Bitcoin has to be at $250,000 almost just for the pipe investors to be whole. Assuming a 1 MNAV where it's at now. And that's really a raw deal for everyone. And that's what he needs to be called out on. And I'll call him out on it. How you doing, Bryce? You ready for the game? Are you gonna get up at 5 a.m. to watch that game?
Oh, is it gonna be that early? No. Maybe. I have the strangest hours. Just depends. Sometimes I was wondering, the last 2 days I've been up since, I don't go to bed till 4 in the morning. And I'm like, what is happening? And I realized, I know. I'm drinking too much coffee late. And,
that's hilarious,
Grace.
yeah.
No, I definitely can't drink it at night like that either. So I'm the same way. But I usually wake up. I've been waking up. I think it's kind of normal. But when you go back to sleep, it's like you get a good sleep, right?
Well, yeah, I woke up like at 9:45 or something outrageous. I'm like, oh my God, this is late for me. But I get my sleep somehow. And yesterday I had a good nap. So, hey, Vic.
The same thing literally happened to me, like maybe these past 2 weeks. Like, my sleeping pattern is completely messed up. I haven't been sleeping till like 4 or 5, and then waking up at like 10 or 11, and
yeah,
it's horrible. How was sushi?
That's when you work from home, huh?
Yeah, totally. How was sushi?
It was good, and that's what happens. You see, I've been hanging out with my friends on like socially, and when we do that, especially like afterwards, when we go over like the house and like I end up eating like I had like a strawberry cheesecake. I indulge when I go eat like with people.
Social eating, right? Might as well.
Yeah, yeah. I don't eat normally like this, so I think that's why I had a lot of coffee because the coffee was so good that she was making. I don't know what coffee she had, but yeah, like 2 days in a row I've been hanging out with friends, and that's what happens. I mean, that's part of, for me, that's part of like living like socially, like just having fun is enjoying the food and not caring about what I'm eating. Like there's certain things I won't buy and bring inside the house. Like usually don't get cookies. Usually only the like Mexican Coke I'll bring in the house. But I try not to do a lot of sugar in the house, just because I know it's so easy when you have it to just like if I see Oreos, like I'll grab and eat them. Just because it's easy food when you're hungry and you don't have time to cook.
Totally.
Yeah, so when I go out, it's like that's when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have those Oreos or whatever. But yeah.
Casey ran away. I started calling him Iron Man.
No, he was in here. Well, honestly, I wasn't paying attention. I was multitasking. And I heard him like going on and on about something. I'm like, what is he talking about? He's giving away this alpha without the main guys being here. Like, what's happening? Because usually they shut him down, like they'll tell him something.
Yeah, they'll be like, Casey, you're stupid. You don't understand how this works. And like he'll argue back for a bit. And then he'll be like, I don't know. And then like, they'll be like, let bygones be bygones. We'll revisit in 6 months.
And then Jimmy's telling him, stop worrying about my bags, bro. Worrying about your bags, bro. Why are you looking at Naka? You don't even own any Naka.
Yeah, so he was going on, and I'm like, what's happening? Why is KC? So I look at the screen, and none of the guys are in here, and I'm like, well, why is he sharing all this with us? And then I realized, so he was upset that Naka did the
purchase, the D-spec or whatever.
Yeah, like when they merge the stock, when they combine them. I forget what that's called, because it's happened to me with one other company.
I think it's a D-spec, but essentially they acquired, right? They acquired the other company.
No, this has to do with how I don't know why the name escapes me, but there's a proper name for this, but...
Reverse merger?
Yes, well, it's like when you have 100, let's just say you have 100 stock, and then all of a sudden you have 50, but your stock is worth more, but you're really getting less because you only now. So that's what he was saying, is that they merged the stocks, and he's upset.
The dilution.
Yes, and he's upset that they bought this company because he feels that diluted it even more.
Yeah, it sounds like people are really pissed at David Bailey and just harassing him on Twitter Spaces, and he's like talking kind of loose and giving it wrong numbers, and looks like the company had to submit something to the SEC yesterday correcting what he said. So it's just like weird all around. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was on that tangent. So I guess because we started talking about food, he realized we weren't going on joining the wagon, so he left.
No, I wanted to, but I mainly wanted to make sure, like, I asked you about the food. I brought up sushi yesterday, but I think you were here, but, not by your phone or something. I was curious where you finally ended up, because I know you also know good spots and are way more current.
It was at some place in OC, and I can't remember because I didn't drive.
Gotcha.
But it was in Irvine. I'll have to get the name for you. But it's okay. Did you hear what John said yesterday about losing the appetite for certain foods?
Yeah, and I agreed with both of you. Like, I love sushi, but I've been just having less seafood these days, and I think we all agreed on lamb.
Yeah, I love lamb. I absolutely love it. Amazon used to sell these, and I don't like to buy my food from fresh because, like what you said, a lot of the meat comes from China, but their lamb doesn't. It comes, I believe, from New Zealand. And they used to sell, because I'll get rack of lamb, but I don't really cook it like the way people want. Like, it's an expensive cut.
Yeah.
And I like to cut it like pork chops. Like, I like to cut them that way. And Fresh used to sell them like that, and they didn't charge as much as a rack of lamb. I love them. But
I don't think all of Amazon stuff is bad, but there's just certain brands, right? I think it's like
Yes,
that 365 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of their seafood comes from China. Some of their beef, their chicken, and I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't know if I'm really getting meat. I don't know. Like, have you gone to, like, when you go to a Chinese restaurant, have you noticed, like, why their meat's so tender, like their chicken? And sometimes I'm wondering, like, I don't know how they're getting their meat so tender. But I always question whether I'm really eating what they say I'm eating, you know?
It could be genuinely that they have the farming capabilities, but also at the same time, they're like the master manufacturers who can engineer any texture, coloring, flavoring. So the deception would fool your senses either way, right?
Yeah, well, that's where my mind goes, you know? Like conspiracies. I'm like,
I mean, they're not our best friends, and they do like adding fentanyl and random shit, so...
That's the way I see it. It's like, I try not to eat too much of Chinese products.
Same. I tend to just buy groceries from Costco most, and then outside of that, like Sprouts. And then I've been super lazy, just Uber Eatsing them to my place. Hey Fish, how are you?
Pretty good. I watched a YouTube short the other day that showed, I might have actually saved it, because it was showing how they actually make like that really, really tender beef. And there was a whole process to it.
Was it a healthy process or not healthy?
Yeah, it was fine. It was just like way they cut it, and they might like soak it in something, but it was nothing bad. I don't remember. Like there was like a whole process.
I think I know what you're talking about. Like some of them are like chlorine washed, or like certain things make the chicken potentially not as healthy. Or if it's beef, like I know Costco, I forget the exact details, but Costco does some sort of tenderizing thing where like they poke it a certain way.
Yeah, with the needles.
Exactly, yeah. But that also introduces potential for bacteria or something, right, Grace?
Yep, that's what I heard. That's why I don't buy Costco meat anymore either.
That's particularly for their USDA Prime or whatever, like those, like the middle tray ones, right? Like in the plastic containers.
Yeah, and so I started getting like my meat from like Trader Joe's, you know, the grass-fed.
Totally.
But they don't have it anymore. And I've asked them, I said, hey, why don't you guys sell grass-fed beef? And I mean, not that, or organic. I can still find organic meat, but not really grass-fed. And it's, I don't know. Even their milk, because I still drink milk. I know a lot of people think that's gross, but...
No. I wish I could drink milk. I think I have like lactose, so I can't really enjoy it as much, but I know a lot of people that are on like the opposite bandwagon where it's just like they kind of shame you if you can't or don't want to drink milk, and they don't even drink whole milk now. They're drinking like raw milk, and they got like exotic stuff, and they're like, you can't handle cow's milk, to get raw goat milk. Like it's really become hipster here in Texas.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes buy the Sprouts here in California sells the non-pasteurized, the raw milk. The problem is you have to drink it right away. Like it doesn't last more than 2-3 days in the fridge. You can tell. And I've made cheese out of it, you know, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't want to take a chance, so I just don't.
You could freeze it, right?
I don't know. You know what's super good is the raw cream.
Oh yeah.
That is super good.
My friend made some ice cream with like some raw cream and dark cacao and raw honey and like just all the healthy ingredients.
Is this nifty?
It was not nifty, but my friend Sahil went to Nifty hosted ice cream party or something, and I think he did that, or he was going to do that. Fish, you might have even been there, right? Didn't you join in on some ice cream party with them?
Oh yeah.
That sounds yummy. Like to be able to make your own ice cream like that.
Dude, there were a bunch of weird things, but I don't know. I kind of liked Nifty's messed up peat flavored ice.
Yeah, so I still drink milk simply because of the calcium. Like I don't, as women get older, so I just love like a good creamy chocolate milk. But that's why I went on the rabbit hole of this whole cacao thing and ceremonial cacao. So
What is a ceremonial cacao? I haven't heard of that.
apparently, it's not processed, and it contains the cocoa butter also. So regular cacao powder, they remove the cocoa and it goes through a process. So apparently, the ceremonial cacao has like most of the bean in it, and so it's like a paste. And I was gonna get some, but I ended up going with Brian Johnson's cacao for now.
Interesting.
They call it undutched chocolate.
The health benefits are related to like antioxidants and flavanols, right? That's like the big.
Yes, that's really good for your arteries.
Heart health, right?
Yes, that's why I take it. Yeah. So we'll see, but I'd rather have a cup of hot chocolate than coffee. I mean, I love chocolate. Like, but not just any chocolate. I like dark chocolate.
That's interesting. Like, can you just have like a cup of dark chocolate, which is just, I guess, purely fat, but like, I guess, healthy fat,
Yeah. I do. And because I like the bitterness of it. So I don't have a sweet tooth. So I usually put like cinnamon in it, and that's enough for me. Like that breaks a bit of the bitterness.
I can do up to a certain threshold. I think I like 80 to 90, but once it gets to 95 and up, then I think it's like a bit too bitter. But
yeah,
I can eat it.
Much, right?
Yeah, I can eat it, and it's like, it's not bad, but it's just not enjoyable either. Like, I don't think it's disgusting or anything.
Yeah.
It's more like medicinal, right?
Yeah.
Fish, like, is it like nasty to you? Like, you want to like spit it out or something?
No, I kind of like it, but it's a bit much when it's over 90.
Yeah, I agree.
I heard that Amazon is closing Fresh and Go stores.
I heard that too.
Yeah, and they're going to be doing more Whole Foods.
I thought they merged all of those and it was just separate branding. I didn't know Fresh had like its own stores or something.
Yeah, they do.
I've never been to a store or seen one.
There's Amazon Fresh stores that are like their own store.
Yeah, see, Fish, isn't that shocking? I never heard of this.
Yeah, ours all comes from both.
Yeah, no, not here. What's interesting is their pricing is all, and I'm sure Whole Foods is the same way. I just haven't been to Whole Foods in a while, but all their prices are computerized. So they're probably done through AI. So like you could be at one store, and this happened to me because like those ribs I tell you I like, the lamb ribs, they were on sale like for $9 at one store. So I went and bought them all, and then I went to my other Fresh store, and they were like $14.95. And I said, hey, these were like 9 something over there. Do you guys do the price match? And they're like, nope, that's what the price is. And I said, why are they different? And they're like, every store has different prices depending on how things are selling. I said, okay. So they really control their pricing down to the wire. That's what I don't like about them. One time I went to buy my lamb ribs, and they were $98 a pound. And I thought it was a mistake.
Whoa. Yeah.
And I said, hey, is this right? And they're like, yep. I said, could you change it because you match competitors? They're like, nope.
That's crazy.
What do you have to sell them for?
I think that's why. That's indirectly why I got over, like, to our prior convo, I got over seafood, because I mainly cook, like, that wild-caught sockeye salmon from Costco. And when I was in college, that thing was literally, like, $13 for, like, 7 fillets. And
Is that the frozen one that you buy? Because I think my son gets that.
Correct, exactly. The individually wrapped fillets that are wild sockeye and in their fish section or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are really healthy, like have the omega-3s, all that. But they used to be way more affordable. They were like, I think, I remember buying them for like $9 or $13 for 7 fillets back in like 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
And then now I think they're upwards of like 33, maybe 39 now. Like,
yeah, here they're $29.99. And if I'm not mistaken, I thought I recently saw them for $39.99. And the fresh is $9.99 a pound.
That's crazy.
What the meats are, the refrigerators. Not the frozen, but the refrigeration. But, you know, who's going to eat that much fish in one day?
I'm actually concerned about those fresh ones, too. I've seen, like, videos of, like, some of them, like, not being, yeah, exactly, not being sourced properly, so I prefer the flash freeze.
Yeah, I've seen those worms in them, and I'm like, oh. Andrew was here one time telling me that I think it's Alaska, there's a frozen fish company, like mail order, where they flash freeze them.
Yeah, I think he told me about that too.
Yeah, I was thinking of going that direction.
I imagine it's extremely good, but also quite pricey, right? I think, like, to your point before, like, I've shifted my tastes and habits. Like, for that price, I'd rather just get lamb.
Yeah, well, you know, because I know, you know, the Fullerton area pretty well. They source quite a bit of all the farmers markets, like even the ones in Torrance and all over. Forget their name, but I've gone to this because they have a store in Fullerton, and they have fresh fish, and it's wild, like the salmon, and oh man, it is so good. But it's $30 a pound, I think, for salmon. It's beautiful, and it tastes good. And I mean, I don't eat much, so for me, okay, $30 a pound is not that bad because I'm not gonna eat a whole pound of fish. But yeah, it's getting spendy, the wild fish. It's really hard to find wild.
Yeah. That's so funny, Grace. I could eat a pound of pokey as one meal.
Oh, that's fun. I could imagine.
Yeah.
My son. Poke bowl. I mean, are you particular about where you go?
It depends. Like, I'll usually find a spot and I have to keep testing them over time because quality goes up and down. In SoCal, I'd get like a pound of fish or so from this place at Newport Beach called Bear Flag Co. And then they also made like poke burritos, so I absolutely love them. Yeah.
With the flour tortilla, or do they use kind of like seaweed, or what do they use?
Flour, yeah.
Okay.
And then I think you can just buy it by the pound, and you get like chips for free if you just want to eat it like that too.
Oh, that sounds good.
But you know, I get Chipotle chips, and I'd be like creative like that because I like Chipotle chips. They're more like salted and limed and whatever.
I was at a farmer's market, and they had these nopales chips, so they're fried. Ooh. And they don't have corn. It's just like cactus, right? Nopal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they were so good. It was like $10 a bag. And it's too bad, like, healthy food just costs way too much money.
Yeah.
I buy it because it's just, you know, my son, like, buys his own food. He cooks. I don't do my son's food. Like, he's on his own on that. He cooks. I don't cook for him. None of that. And my daughter and I don't eat much. So I buy us, I mean, I could afford that type of food, so I buy it. But it's hard to eat healthy if you don't have the money for it. But if I was feeding my son, I mean, that would be a lot.
It's really easy to fall into a trap of just ordering food or eating out all the time, because now I think your grocery bill for the week could just be like a certain amount of like crappy meals per day that you just order to your door, or you go through like a fast food place, and people are just doing that purely out of convenience, right? It's not even that they want to eat unhealthy; they just feel like they don't have the time to cook.
Yeah. I have one of my friends' son, who lives with them still. He gets all his stuff from like, I don't know, like it's not Blue Apron, but it's one of those healthy ones.
Oh, Snap Kitchen or something.
Yeah, I forget which one he orders from, but they look healthy. I've been at their house when he's eating them. I'm like, are they pretty good, or do they just taste like frozen meats? No, they're pretty good. So I think I've never priced those out to see if it's probably better than ordering DoorDash, but I would imagine it may be healthier.
It also depends what they're eating, right? If they're eating a lot of meat, then that does end up being pricey.
Yeah.
But if they're like eating pasta or something, then it might be cheaper, I guess.
Yeah, I think I could count the things my son eats in one hand. Like he's strict about what he eats. And of course, it's like very much the diet you guys are on, like what I hear in this room, huh?
I just say, like, yeah, like, I just feel it's so bizarre that there's all these food restaurants out there. I know one of them is, like, a place where you, like, I can eat that, and it's, like, healthy. You know, I find, like, I just want something that has, like, 100 grams of, like, beef or chicken, low carbs, low sugar stuff. Like, it's just, like, why is it just so hard to, like, find something that's like 400, 500 calories and like, you know, and not 1,000.
Just affordable, high protein, low other macros. I hear you, man.
It's so weird that no one has like created an option that's just like under 500 calorie meals that are like high in protein.
You have to like do weird hacks. You have to go to like get like double patty burgers without the buns, and like you have to
exactly. Or go to a grocery store and like just order chicken or something. Like, you know, like it's just like, it just seems so bizarre that like there's so many people that want to like, you know, have less than 500 calories in a meal.
You know what? We have those here that deliver. I think like there's one company called Thistle. It's super healthy, high protein, and it's reasonably priced. But I'm wondering if it's because of the density in SoCal that we have these services. Because
yeah, there probably is like, I think there's like these food, like the things that you were talking about, like those like Blue Apron type stuff. Like sometimes they'll have like a storefront, I think. But
there's healthy spots like you're describing, Chris, here, like protein bowl places and stuff, but they're not like affordable by any means, right? You're still spending $20 on this like calorie specific meal, and then it's like if you're trying to target that and you're trying to be affordable, you're more likely to just go to like some In-N-Out or something and just get like a 3x3 without the buns or something, you know.
I find it's just like, for me, like, yeah, like I don't know how people like fucking cook every meal too. Like, you just have to meal prep. Like, I'm just basically putting, like, right now I'm trying to cut for the wedding, but I'm just basically like either 100 grams of ground beef, or I'll just make pulled chicken. Like just take chicken breast, throw it in like a pot, like and slow cook it. And then I like sweet potatoes, like 100 grams of sweet potatoes. And then just like veggies, you know, frozen veggies, just keep it simple. So I'll just like, you know, they're all about like, you know, 400 calories, like 40 grams of protein.
I've been finding some really good sweet potato fries from Sprouts. They actually advertise that they use no seed oils and they're using some other avocado oil. It actually tastes good. It just throw it in the air fryer. It comes out perfect.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I think Sprouts has some regular potato French fries that are
Fucking bitch, pull that
and
piece of
frozen
fucking shit in
for
all the way, you
tallow.
fucking dumb fucking cunt.
Easy, Richard.
Richard.
Oh, this fucking fat fucking Uber bitch driver, man, fucking leaving her car in the middle of the goddamn street, man. You fucking fat hoe. Hold that fucking piece of shit, bitch.
Alright, Grace is here, man. Like, calm
I
down.
apologize, Grace. Grace, fuck you.
No, that's fine.
So I'm starting to see that a lot now with tallow. Like,
Hello, yeah.
Even, I've been making, like, scrambled eggs. And I'll just make, like, I'll take a whole fucking 24 pack of eggs from Costco. Make a bunch of scrambled eggs. Take ground beef. So basically I have, like, about 2 eggs and ground beef. And maybe, like, some fucking hot peppers. And I just fucking freeze them as individual Ziploc bags, basically. Have that for breakfast.
Nice. Costco has like this beef tallow fried chicken that I tried that I really enjoyed, but the macros were good, but I still don't buy that they're exactly correct. Like, I felt bad still eating that fried chicken, and I stopped them back to just like chicken breast with maybe a little bit of beef tallow on it, you know.
It's crazy though if you eat like healthy, you know. You can like, I think yesterday I had about 1,000 calories and I was full. You know.
it really depends what you eat, I think. Like,
Yeah, some things could be dense, right?
Like I had like 1,000 calories like for the whole day and I was like totally like good.
Yeah.
Like I had a bunch of like.
That's commendable. I feel like miserable even at like 1,700, 1,800. I hate my life.
Yeah,
I think my maintenance is like
I could,
21 or 22.
I could eat probably like 8,000 calories in a day.
Same.
Like, you know, like I can eat so much that like it's insane the amount that I can eat, but it's also like I don't know. I just eating like there's a bunch of like shredded cabbage and stuff like that. Like that stuff has just no calories, you know. Just like I don't know.
Yo, T Burns, did you win?
I didn't get the game, but I won a little bit.
Let's go. 2 a.m. dubs.
A cool 1,000, but I didn't play very late because I didn't get into it late.
Gotcha.
I ran out of gas. T-Burns or Fish, actually Vic, you guys, I'm sure T-Burns deal with it. It's so awkward the moment of counting cash, eh? You having to count a bunch of cash.
In front of someone?
Yeah, like, do you count it? Do you not count it? Like...
You just pick up your chips and leave from the poker table and you go to the cage.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of times you've been handed a, you know, 20 grand or something like that, 50 grand, and you're like in cash, and you're like, should I count this?
Always count the money, first of all. Yeah, I mean, most of the time you're just having to deal with their pain in the moment, knowing that they just lost that money. So there's a human element to them, you know, depending on how much you like them or know their financial situation, you know, emotion varies, you know, but yeah, it's just something you got to deal with. We're all grown-ups. There's awkwardness occasionally, though, yes.
I was helping someone the other day, and I had to like count like 50K, and I was like, do I even fucking? Like, I'm also, this is a terrible meetup spot. It's like I'm on a small table in a crowded restaurant, you know, where everyone can like see what the fuck.
Why would you
count 50K at a restaurant though? You gotta go to the bathroom or something. You can't count it there at the table.
Or go to a fucking bank. You guys are crazy.
I know, it wasn't my choice.
I don't really count that much cash like that anywhere, and I think the most I've counted like that was like to put like a down payment down or like to pay rent, like stuff like that. Or maybe deposit at the bank, yeah. But never at a restaurant.
I just brought a scale, and I'm like,
Now you just sound like a drug dealer, yeah.
What a weirdo.
Hold on, I gotta hear it. You guys counted 50 grand in a restaurant and didn't get killed?
the other day,
Which restaurant? Let's start with that topic.
Pearl Diver.
That's gonna tell me everything I need to know.
Fork's like setting up reservations tonight for that place.
No. I know what type of crowd is in there, so what's the restaurant?
It's an oyster place, Pearl Diver.
Oh, okay. So nice and white. Okay. Higher class people. It's a little better.
Still, I'm like, this is far away from my place, you know?
Yeah, but that's pretty insane, man.
I counted like a small amount of it, weighed it, and then multiplied it, you know?
Wow.
Like, I'm not gonna fucking count 50K like on the table right now. But like, it's just like, yeah, like, I'm not going to a place that big. Like, I need fucking room to fucking, you know, I want to be able to put something up on the table.
You should have just came by my office and used my nice $2,500 money counters that I have. You would have been in and out in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't weigh money. I've tried this stupid method. So worn out bills lose weight. The only way they're the same weight is if they're literally brand new from the bank. So the weighing is not a good option unless they're crisp.
And moisture, right?
100s, they're usually fine, but
These were new, like they were wrapped too. But
Yeah, okay, so they're the same weight. They're the same weight. Because older bills, like now I'm not sure about the US dollar. We use a different type of money. What polymer? Polymer money?
Michael Simon, why don't you talk about him?
Is that El Normo? Are you the one who defending Epstein? You don't think he's a pedophile? Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
You don't think?